Hi guys, so welcome back to a brand new video, and today we are doing another storyline video. It's about the past, well maybe the past. Well, this video is about, do you know that character that is called Hacker Eggman? The person from my channel, from the films, from my films. Well, today we are talking about the entire story of Hacker Eggman and his company. So make sure to subscribe, like, turn on the notifications on, and let's get right into the video. So it first starts off with Hacker Eggman and his family make like a company and made partner friendship with his friend called Tambola and Frogman. They three made a place called Animatronic Shop where they showcase and tell stuff about them and get them for some money. And then it became so successful of their makings of animatronics. So then they made a second animatronic shop called Hacker Eggman and Tamble's Animatronic World. And that's where it shows like actual animatronics talking and do showcasing like songs, music, role playing and stuff. And it became real popular and got, I guess, so many money, millions and millions. So they became super rich, I guess. And super rich, they are able to make another shop, I guess. But oh god, I almost said William after it. But anyways, the Hacker Eggman became so aggressive of the money and they didn't really care about the money. And something happened to him which made him so aggressive that one night, somewhere in the 90s, Hacker Eggman killed some children and some adults and put them in the animatronics. And some was found by the police, but some didn't because they were put in the animatronic suits. So then one night, few days later, a night shifter came and investigated to see the animatronic and stuff. He was afraid as well. Also, the night shifter was Philip Z, as you didn't know. He was so frightened and saw the animatronics move and look at him so creepily. And what I meant by that, they are trying to attack him and kill him. But eventually he escaped. But he had to do that for a bunch of nights, for 17 nights. But he somehow got through without his friends. But then he escaped and quit the job and didn't even investigate more into it. And that made that shop closed down entirely, which makes one more shop still open, which is called the animatronic shop. Tamble and Frogman also heard of it, but they thought that was something else. That's not Hacker Eggman's fault, but it was Hacker Eggman's fault. They just didn't know back then. But one night, Hacker Eggman did more killing sprees in the animatronic shop, which made that shop close down as well. He liked like killing children stuff and putting them into animatronic suits. So he and the company made again another shop called Bloxy's Machine Park, which you don't know from chapter 2 was Bloxy City. There was a place called Bloxy Park, but it meant to be like Bloxy's Machine Park. There was like animatronics that was like toy burn, which was prizes animatronics that give prizes and stuff. They also could talk and move around and sing it just like the other shops. And then made it more killing sprees and put them into the animatronics as well. Again, the police didn't find them, so they had to close down as well. But then Tamil starts to think about all these killing sprees and thinks his owner did it because he's the best machine, and he was correct. He dig down more into it and realized it was Hacker Eggman that doing this killing sprees. So he took a break for him and went to Brookhaven. But now he's in Adopt Me. But back then he was in Brookhaven. So then Hacker Eggman was alone with Funman also going to Brookhaven. So Hacker Eggman was just so alone, I guess. And then he tried to find his friend for about a bunch of years, and went to the Field Trip Z country, and was also getting a new house, so he couldn't sleep. So he's not gonna sleep in a car for a lot. He went to Adopt Me and saw some neighbors, which was Richard Riffat, Philip Lee, and King and all of the King and Queen films characters, which also introduced itself with their taking like Shadow Kite's powers, but Hacker Eggman interrupts and took all of their powers, all of Shadow Kite's powers, and then he said sorry, but I don't know why they agreed. But then he said follow him, and then they followed him and tried to find his friend, and immediately found him, which was Frontman, and reunite for some reason. Even plus it was 70 years, they became friends again, and then found Tamil and became friends again, like blah blah blah. They're all reunited. But a few weeks later, Rifa and his friends were doing some talking, like normal stuff was happening, with Sharp Blocks, and a Lamborghini just comes up and says he lives in this house now, and they're all confused, but they had no choice because he was Shark Blocks and evil and had red eyes that was shooting like beams, so they had to say yeah, because they had no choice, and they also don't have powers except for the king and the queen. I don't know what I'm talking about, but anyways, Hacker Eggman comes into the royalty house and being so sussy. And then Filchibly remembers the past of Hacker Eggman, because he was the nice shifter. So he followed him where he was going, and Riffat came along with him, and then saw a secret entity, saw familiar villain faces. He saw the different entity of Riffat, and then saw more past villains. They all came back from the dead and saw Riffat and Filchibly. They called a meeting, and they said to go to the pool, and everybody came and saw the villain and said to attack them, and they did. With William Afton also really want to kill Hacker Eggman. But then when the torture was done, the Dotmikin made an agreement that said to join them, which they had no choice but to join them, and they did. But Hacker Eggman was still evil and left Adopt Me and didn't live in Adopt Me anymore, which makes him more sus and more suspicious. And then in the Max and Hacker film era, in Chapter 2, Bloxy Park, there was a fight with Hacker Eggman's son and the Hacker Eggman fighting together, which made a fire, so they had to escape the Bloxy City, which also burned down the Bloxy Machine Park, which destroyed the shop once and for all, which also made the other two animatronic shop to burn down once and for all, which made Bloxy City all gone. But Hacker Eggman was still alive thanks to the Chapter 7 map. He came back to the dead because he always comes back. And then he tried to attack his son, but failed to. And then he went back to the fire, which burned down him again. It suffered him and fell down into a coffin. Then they closed the coffin and buried him. Then he was trapped, or maybe trapped. Hacker Eggman's soul is still out there, but he's somewhere in the deep underground.